you doing? Welcome if you've just joined us, and welcome back if you've been before. Today is my Flosstube 25. Today I'm going to show you my whips. I'm going to show you Millie's whip, projects that I've made, a new kit that I've set up, a little bit of a haul, and then we'll have a quick look at this cross stitch gold magazine and see if it's worth the money, because it's a lot more expensive than the other ones. So right, where shall we start? We'll start with Millie's. As you know, Millie's been doing this one, which was a free pattern from Mora Design Studio. You could do white Ada or black. Well, you could do it on whatever you wanted, depending how you wanted it to stand out. And she loved that one, Millie. Well, I did. Then Millie I was going to do it, and then Millie took it over. There is a fly buzzing around my ears, and I've chased it with a tea cloth to try and get it, and a newspaper, and it keeps going quiet. And then as soon as I sit down, this is my about 7th time to film, so we're going to keep going, okay? So if you see me going like this, you know it's a fly attacking me. Anyway, hey, so Millie's been doing this. Now she's had a lot of trouble with the colours. She's had to frog this about 6 times, bless her. And one of them was my fault. I bought the wrong thread. I was supposed to buy 3799, which is a grey, and I got 3779, which is like a pinky colour. Because my dyslexia, I got all my numbers mixed up. Usually I double check, triple check, where I obviously didn't on that one. So we went to our local wool shop yesterday, and they don't do DMC, but we converted it to Anchor. So she got the right colour in Anchor now, and she's done this much, and oh my gosh, I am so chuffed with it. Look how much she's done. Isn't that gorgeous? So you can see where she is on it. Isn't it stunning? And Millie's a bit of a perfectionist, so if it isn't quite right, then she gets in a bit of a fret. Look, she nicked my hedgehog as well. So that's that. I'll show you my whip. I've done a little bit on I haven't done any pandemic this week. I've not touched it this week. Yeah, a few things are cropped up this week to do with my mum and stuff, so I've been quite taken up with that. But I have done some on my crossword from Long Dog Sampler, and I've done that bit there. I think I worked it out something like 105 stitches. Doesn't look much, does it? But in that one, and I've done about 19.9% of it. So for anybody that hasn't seen it, that's what it will look like. And I'm up here, and I'm just doing that bit there. Yeah. So I've got a long way to go, but I am enjoying it. And I'm doing that in, what thread am I doing that? Is that 906? DMC 906, I'm doing that one in. I've turned my phone off, Wi-Fi and everything, because it keeps going off. And it keeps going off on texts. Nobody ever texts me. Who texts me? No one. As I say, they've been texting me while I've been trying to film this. Right, and then the other one that I've been doing, do you remember I showed you this free pattern that I got off the internet? It's by Frida Hill, and I think I just put free patterns in, and this one came up, and this, this material I dyed myself with coffee, and I think it looks amazing. Now plonker here did have a bit of a mishap. I decided for some reason to put the bow on top of there. Don't ask me why. You know when you just get carried away? And I'd done the bow down the bottom, and then I was going to go over to do the bow there, and for some reason I put it on the top there, so I did have to do a bit of frogging. But yeah, but I've been loving this one, so I've been doing, I haven't had much spare time, but the bit I have had in the evenings, I've been doing that one. And as I say, I'm loving it. And it's only, what, 86 wide, 95, 59 high. So that's all I've really done. But this, do you like my bag? This is my homemade project bag. Look, how cute is that? Look, and the lining, got lining. Yeah, hey. A zip, I'm so impressed. I use my sewing machine. I can only get one stitch to work on the machine. No other stitches will work whatsoever. You can put the selector dial on, whatever you want. Nope, won't work. I've cleaned it down, I've taken it all apart, put it back together, watched videos, nothing. But on that one stitch I managed to stitch this, but when I come to the zip ends here, I had to sew that a bit on by hand because my machine would not go over that bit. So I could sew the zip, I could sew around it, but I just couldn't go over where the bulky bit is. So I made that one, but the first thing I made was it, can you hear it? Oh, I hate flies. Was this one. This is my, this was my experiment. I had a bit of material left, but I had a bit of a boo-boo. This was supposed to be front and back, and then that one was supposed to be the lining. My zip sticks up instead of sticks down, because I had it all back to front and arse tip, whatever. So if you look, this is an old cheapy works zip, so it's not the best. So inside I've got it the same as the outside. But I quite like it now that it's different, you know. But this is holding, it's perfect. Look, it's got all my specialist floss in here. So all my bits of specialist floss I'm going to keep in this bag for now. So that was my experiment. So I have got, as I showed you, all of these were my experiments, because I found this material and I found this material. And I thought I'd have a go at just making, but I'm pleased with that. I think that one turned out not too bad. It's not perfect. You know, you can see on my zip where I've got a bit winky wonky, but you know, I'm learning. So I'm going to get Trees to talk me through on the select to see if I've done something else wrong, or can look at something on there. So that's that. So I made them. Then, if anybody's seen went to my live on Sunday will know about this. And if you watch my whip and chat, you'll know the story behind this. Rachel Ray, my lovely friend, sent me this as a gift. The birds and the bees. Now, if anybody listened to my whip and chat or my live, I never laughed so much in my live as I did Sunday over this. This is very, very appropriate. So Rachel had this and very, very timely gifted it to me. So I went out. I'd already bought this last week. Do you remember this material I bought last week from? Yeah, you can see the you can see the colours better this week. From Chromatic Alchemy. So this is a piece of 14 count Ada Gala's Rose, 13 by 20. So it's more than big enough. I can't get hold of, which I got to order. What was it? I can't get hold of DMC 777, the raspberry very dark, and I can't get over the 3831 raspberry dark in our local wall shop, because I converted it all to Anchor thinking I could get it all, which I can't. So I'm going to reorder on Lakeside and get it from there. But let me show you little floss drop. Is that what they're called? I can never remember. But oh my god, look at that. Can you see? That's it. Can you see how well them colours go on that? That is gonna be stunning. And I'm gonna have the dark raspberry as well. That's gonna look amazing. I am so chuffed. I can't thank Rachel enough. So I'm gonna do that on there. I'm gonna just order the raspberry, but look, you can see how well is that gonna go. I seen that when I saw this colour here, the raspberry, because I thought go lighter and it should work. So then I remembered I've got this material. So I did that. Right, let me show you what I bought. Yeah, I haven't bought much this week. But these two, you know me and my cover binders. I'm getting into it. I got these from the Badge Shack again on Etsy. I was going to get these and I ended up getting the fox one, if you remember. But these, can't stop laughing. I don't give a crab. I thought that was brilliant. Just makes me chuckle. I can't see it, it's reflecting. Hang on. See if I can get it out with that. I can't get it. No, you can't see it. Hang on then. Let me get it out of here. What's it shining on? Okay. It's so shiny, look. Can you see it there? Absolutely no fox given. Bloody brilliant. Honest to God. And these were only £3 something and no postage. Or was it £4 no postage? It wasn't much anyway. On Etsy. Yeah. So I've got Don't Give a Crab. Absolutely no fox given. And is it Don't Give a Fox on the other one that I've got? So they will be well used. So I've got them. Now, last week I showed you this, my official Stitch badge. And this is my official Sips and Stitches team member that I just showed you. Well, I was waiting for this to come, which is the tote bag. Can you see it? Stitch 2020, official team member of Sips and Stitches with wine glasses. Well, we won't tell you why we need the wine glasses, but so we've got this tote bag because what I'm thinking, I'm now using this, my patchwork paw print bag, to hold some of the stuff that I finished for now, because I haven't got anything else at the moment. So this was my Stitch, my first Stitch that I ever did. Don't look at the eyes because he looks like he's been beaten up. But this is my first Stitch. This is my first team that I've ever done, joined or whatever. So I'm thinking I'll have to crop this a bit and make it even, but I'm thinking of putting this sort of in the middle of the bag, if you see what I mean. There's a top up there, can't hold it, but I thought putting that in the back, putting like what's that white stuff that you're iron on the back of there to make it more sturdy. I'll cut this off and then just finish it, do a stitch, maybe a cross stitch thing all the way around, or I might just leave it a blanket stitch all the way around, put it on the middle of there, and then that will match with my Stitch thing, because I'm thinking otherwise it's just going to go in a file like this. What I'll probably, like, don't know what type of file I'm going to file them away in, but it'll go in there and it'll probably stay in there and I'll never see it again. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, right, we'll do that with stitches. But isn't that nice though? Look, I'm so chuffed, and it's plenty big enough. Could go shopping, anything, but it will be used as a project bag. So that's that. Right, shall I put in, I'll do this now. Right, I bought this, a crafter's journal, thinking that, because they don't tell you what it's inside it, because I suppose they're worried that somebody's going to copy what they've designed. Well, I wanted one to do diamond painting and put my cross stitch down on, and maybe my colouring, what I've been doing on my colouring, and write it all in one book. So I thought crafter's journal, that'll cover it. It ain't going to work for me because it's got craft project planner, project name, your deadlines, your supplies, your tasks, resources, notes, schedule, description, and then a page of notes. So if I quickly show you, like that. Yeah, So I was thinking if anybody would like this, so it's called Crafter's Journal, and I'll read it again. It's got, you put your project name and the deadline, then it's got a box with the description of it, a box with schedule, a box with resources, a box with notes, a list that you can write as your supply and your tasks, and then a page to write all your notes. And there's probably about 60 something odd pages in here. There's loads. Look. So if anybody can make use of this, and in the front it says this craft book belongs to and contact details. If anybody can make use of this, I would like to win this. If you just put underneath Crafter's Journal, I would like Crafter's Journal or Crafter's Journal, and I will do a little giveaway if you'd like it, because I don't want it, because it's no good to me. I don't do enough. Right, so I'm going to do the flip through of this. Now, as I said to you, I've been looking at this for ages. The Cross Stitch Gold magazine. Pippa Brown did a flip through, and I thought there's a couple in there that I quite like, so I thought I'd get it, not realising the price of it. Does it actually say on here what price? Oh, yeah, $6.99. $6.99. No free gift in it, nothing. Yeah. Now the other ones, the World of Cross Stitch and Number One Cross Stitcher, they've all got, you get a little free gift. There's loads of patterns, but I thought no, we'll get it because I did like a few, but I wanted to show you lot the difference of what you get paying $6.99 for this one, and you've seen, and I show you the World of Cross Stitching and Number One for Designs for Cross Stitcher magazines, and you can see what you think. That's that light shining a bit bright on me. Let me just move that out of the way. So that's the first page that shows you just down the bottom. So you've got your bunnies down here. Wait till you see that one. Yeah. So then, oh, your ambulance is coming in. Somebody's just on our street's been taken off, so I don't know. Hope they're okay. Yeah. So that's what they're showing. And then that one and that one. So that's telling you what you've got. And then the first one is Secret Garden by Carol Thornton, which is that one, which is quite nice. That's too busy for me. There's too much overlapping and busyness, and I can't see where one stops and one begins, and it's too blurry for me. I don't like that one so much. Oh, is there a cat out? I never saw that. Oh, look. See, I couldn't even see it. There's a cat down there, look. And she said if you cut that out by there, you can make like a card. Or you could, with that bit there, cut that bit out, and you could make it for somebody who likes gardening. So you wouldn't have to do the whole lot, which is a good idea. So you've got all that bits and pieces on there. Have your say, all about what you've been doing. And then this one is by Jenny Barton. And this is, when you've stitched this project, put it away for a few days and go back over it with a fresh eye to spot any mistakes. That's good advice. And there's the little bunnies with the bluebells. That's quite thing, isn't it? It's done on 28 count. And it's 42 by 40 centimetres, which is 16.5 by 15.75 inches. So that's quite nice, isn't it? Two bunnies giving a little kiss, bless them. The patterns are nice and easy. I'll just give you a quick see. They're nice and big. That's just two bits of it. There's another 2 pages of it there. A lot of colours though. That's all the colours that you'd need. So there is a lot of colours in that one. A lot of back stitching as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different back stitching threads and 2 lots of French knots in that one. Lot. And then advertisement. Now this one I like. This is done by Leslie Tia. This is a Native American scene. That's what she's called it, Native American scene. So I'd quite like that one. That's quite nice, isn't it? Not too bad on that. On how many threads you need on that. Then it's an advertisement for the Ultimate Cross Stitch East Asia, which is that one. And if you want to see that being flipped through, Rachel Ray's got that one. I've got this book. I was very kindly gifted for my birthday off Claire Phillips, and it is amazing. Absolutely stunning. You won't be sorry with that. Then it says if you subscribe to them, you get that as a free gift. This next one is by Amanda Gregory. Done in a circle. Tulips and daffodils. I like both of them flowers, so, and it's a 15 by 15 inch. And then you'd need 11-inch wooden embroidery hoop to frame it after, if you wanted to frame it the same way that she's done it. And that's the amount of colours you need. So quite a few again. Dorian Jones, she's in most of the magazines that I look at, Dorian Jones, and I'm on her Facebook group as well. That's beautiful. That's her, what does she call it? Kitchen hanging. Homegrown goodness. It is on a 15¼ by 13¼ inch 28 count even weave. That one is. It says gingham fabric is a great choice for this hanging. Red floral patterns would also work well if you wanted to do what she's done on that. Very rich. As long as you like red, you're fine. A lot of red. A lot of red. All the different shades there, look. Loads. But that's quite nice. That'd be nice for somebody that grows their own veg or whatever. Then a few competitions. Ask the experts if you've got any questions about knitting needles and stuff. Shopper's Guide. What a hoot. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? That's quite nice as well with the poppies. Where can you get that? From www.hcrafts.com, and that's a 27 count even weave for $24.95, and it measures 4 3/4 inches by 7 3/4 inches, so it's not awfully big, is it? But I do like that. But there's a lot of back stitching. Oh God, look at the back stitching in there. Huge amount, huge. And I'm only just learning. Now, this is by Maria Dyes. Now, I usually love her work, but this, now you might love it, all right? Everybody to their own. This is 20.5 inch by 17¼ inch. Now, tell me what you think is wrong with this picture. I asked Millie the same question, and she saw the same thing that I did. Pippa wasn't impressed with this either. Right. What looks odd there? Well, there's two things that look odd there, if you ask me. One is her face looks a bit, yeah, thing. But look at the length of her arm to that bit. That bit there should be the same length as that bit. But that looks so long and out of proportion. It doesn't look like it's quite in the right place. And Millie said, I didn't say to her what I thought was, you know, I just said, look at that picture. Do you think it's okay? And she said, well, the face is a bit battered. And she said, the arm looks out of proportion. She said, it doesn't look doesn't look right. Although she's turning slightly, she said it just doesn't look right. And I don't think it does. I mean, you might think it looks perfect, and that's fine. And I love the flowers up here. I think it's beautiful, but something's just not quite right on it. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. And that's all the colours for that one, if you want to do that one. Then it says try some embroidery issues if you want to do embroidery, because the next bit is on an embroidery cushion, which is by Jenny Barton. She's another one that does a lot. Now that is so pretty. So pretty. I think that is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Isn't that just beautiful? The cross stitch and the back stitching on that is absolutely immense. It looks way better than any embroidery could of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that's the colour. So not too many colours for the size of that. Sorry, the window's open. And then it says if you want the book on making, the magazine on making special cards. Springtime, in the time of year that we all look forward to as the cold winter's days fade away and the warmer air brings new life, new hope and new stitching. So I don't know how old this book is, because it's issue 164, but spring has been and gone. Do you know what I mean? So I have no idea. So it's got them there. It tells you where and when you can buy them. That fly is buzzing on my ear again. And then them there. The bunny rabbit one's quite nice. Daffodil's quite an old sort of looking design. And the sampler's got March, April, May. So I'm wondering, do they normally do this book come out every 3 months or something maybe? And then you'd have a sampler. I don't know. And then coming next week, this is what, does it say when? It just says coming soon. Oh, 19th of May, 165. Well, I've not seen this issue anywhere. This is the only magazine of this type that I've seen. So if you like that, mind you, I haven't been out of our little tiny town, and it's only got a Tesco's that sell these, so yeah, no, they're quite nice. Birds and the bee, look, the bees. The bees are haunting me. Oh, now this one, Fiona Baker. How bloody, I love these, look. How cute does that look? Little duckies. I definitely do them. They would be nice. You could do all of them on a sampler, or you could do little squares and put, you know, put each one in a square. Do a border around them. And you could do it like, you know, where he's got the ring. Where he's got the ring. Where is it? Where he's got the ring. Where he proposes. Where he's going to put it on her finger. And there she is, happy as Larry that she's got her. She's engaged. So that'd be quite nice as an engagement thing as well, wouldn't it? Could do like a sampler for their engagement, or if you were doing a card, you could do one of those. And there's not much colours for that. No, is that the one? No, that's a strawberry. I was going to say there's more colours than that. And that's the colour, so not too bad. So that's it. So I hope you like my Flosstube for this week. If you like what you see, just comment down below, let me know. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, please press this button. There's a notification button by the side that let you know when I'm going live, which is on a Sunday, or if I upload a video. So all that's left for me to say is take care, look after yourself and stay safe. Bye for now.